Okay, I have to react to this one. I just have to. What I had like what 1 minute in, and I was like, nope, I have to react to this one. I have to watch it over video. I have to.
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
Jeez.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words.
Now, before I start the video, I just want to. Okay, I got nothing special to say. Just this. I think it's still my dream to work within a gaming space, like on a professional level. Like I still would love that. I'd still would love to be a specialist in something, just contribute something, to a game. Just to be like, I'm part of the people that made that game. Even if I'm the owner, even if I'm the janitor, even if I made that sculpture, I just want to be part of it, bro. But I want to be part of an awesome. I want my contribution to be the coolest. Still dream of it. But anyway, this is not why I wanted. This is the reason why I wanted to react to this, because I don't know, man. I just love the theme of this, bro. I mean, I stopped it here because I was like, no, the theme is too good. Like, for some reason,
in Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the super weapon in the center of a medieval war against hell.
Medieval war
in a
against
cinematic
bro.
sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore.
You feel like, hold on, what did he say? You're gonna feel like a
cinematic sci-fi. Feel like the super weapon in the center of a medieval war against
super weapon in a medieval war against hell. Three things that got nothing to do with each other. Super weapon, or super weapon, medieval war, hell. What the hell?
hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience.
A prequel.
So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form.
Okay.
So let's break it down, starting with the combat.
All right, this the most important
thing. In Doom
thing
Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast.
Bro.
A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
Oh my god.
And a balance between enemy projectiles and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again.
I mean, look
just
at the
like in the
background
classic
too.
Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom: The Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to the shield saw.
The shield saw.
Block. Throw.
Okay. Yeah, Captain America.
Parry. Deflect.
That's so important, bro.
All from one input. It's
all from one input.
Tons of depth on a single press.
Look at that.
You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun.
That's the one I had, by the way. I haven't played Doom.
In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom: The Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
I love that. I love that concept. Like fight fair and square, one-on-one. Like a super weapon in the medieval ages.
The shield saw will give you the strength to go head-to-head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created it in.
Go head-to-head with them.
But that's not all. Because if you're gonna stand and fight, then you gotta have something to follow up that opening parry with.
Okay, let's
How about
go.
an iron flail?
Oh, I knew it. What about a sword?
An electrified gauntlet.
Okay, I
or
love
even
that.
a Doom Spike Mace.
Yes!
That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally
I wish there was a sword.
And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system.
Glory
From
kill.
any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing.
Okay, it's just
You'll feel
like
unstoppable, smashing
it's
your
just
way
like a
through
punch
the board
or a kick
with
or something.
total freedom.
It's not that special.
And that seems like
But
a
it's
ton,
cool.
but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet.
Let's talk about it then.
The trigger.
Oh, of course. The guns. The guns.
That's right, we've saved the best for last. Doom has and always will be all about the guns. And Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created. Mean. Ancient.
Yes.
Brutal torture machines. Built to butcher,
Look at
impale, and shred the minions of hell with. Only in Doom. That's the mission.
Do you see this gun, bro? This is the same gun I was gonna talk about. It literally uses people's skull as ammunition. Look, it crushes the skull, and then whatever pieces it has, it uses as like bullets. That's
For
insane.
the design of these never before seen, insanely fun to use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage
Okay.
and see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the
Whoa.
enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom: The Dark Ages.
Let's go. Oh, this is gonna offer so much versatility for a lot of like hardcore players in general. Like if you can make like a hard mode where the enemies are more aggressive, they're more punishing, like that's whoa. Okay, okay, I like that. I like that. Even traversals are like prioritized. I like this, bro. I like this. Oh god. Just make the enemies more aggressive, bro. That's all I ask, man. Like I want action. I want difficulty, bro. I want to
Under
feel
the hood, for the first time in an id game,
Okay.
we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system
Very
and
good.
sliders that will allow players
Age
to tune
duration.
the speed and challenge of the game to
Oh, hold on. Go back. Go back. You got damage to player. You can increase that. You got damage to demons. You can reduce that. Okay, there's the difficulty level, and then there's modifiers. I imagine that every difficulty level has its own, different levels of, like it's all automated like levels of the modifiers, but you can adjust it. I like that. I like that a lot. Days, duration, parry window, enemy aggression. Okay, I'm reading up. I don't know why I'm doing that. Game speed. What does that mean? Game speed. I don't understand. Is that like what how fast you should be in a game or something? Or what? Resource values. Ooh wee. Bro, you can make it harder for yourself, dude. You can literally increase damage to player, and then decrease damage to demons. And then enemy projectile speed, you can increase that. Enemy aggression, you can increase that. Parry window, you can is it parry window? Do we need to know? You can decrease it to make it more difficult for you to. I think so. I think that's what you need to do. Decrease it. You can increase the day's duration. You can increase the game speed. I guess it makes it more difficult. You can decrease the resource values. That's
allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You can slow things down or speed them up.
Yes,
it's
let's
a
go.
Doom for all Slayers.
that's what I wanted to see. Oh,
The gameplay
that
doesn't
always
end
goes
with
up.
just the Slayer. We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlan, which is a mech. It's the size of a building. It's powerful. And you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with your gauntleted fists. And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon. Neither of these are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat systems behind these features are deep and tons of fun. And as cool as all that is, we know that fans of single-player action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world
the
of Doom: The Dark Ages.
No, that's also okay. We're still okay.
Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe, mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields, and worlds beyond.
I don't know.
And through exploration.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I don't know what pulls me in with these kinds of games, but like looking at the environment is like, bro, I'm not even like a big fan of first-person shooters, but for some reason, Doom has always had that touch to it. You know what I mean? And now this one, I saw like one of the first trailers they uploaded of this what's this Dark Ages, and I was just like, okay, this is way different than the other Dooms that I've experienced before. And then I see this video and I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm sold. That's it. I'm sold. Like the environment is just.
And you'll be unlocking new abilities and godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap, so you can smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures. There's always something new waiting to be discovered or destroyed.
It's always aggressive.
Now let's take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages.
Like this.
In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction.
Bruh.
Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose.
This game is made for men.
Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of vital resources. You control the pace of the game. Where you go,
bro,
who you fight, and the objectives you pursue.
I mean, this is the closest we'll ever get to like the Doom guy actually meeting like Kratos' universe. Like this is the closest we'll ever get, bro.
It's a Doom sandbox full of war and riches. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
the soundtracks, bro.
Epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete.
Oh my goodness.
And speaking of that,
no. Go back a little bit. I just wanna the music as the giant demon comes up.
Where you go, who. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates
this scene,
because the battle isn't over yet.
I hope this is the OST. Doom guy just looking at him, just being like, bro, you're mine, bro. Yes, I'm a black man listening to rock music, bro. I listened to Linkin Park when I was a kid. Okay, just give me a break, bro. I live in South Africa. I know I'm black. I know. I don't care. Okay, I don't care. Okay, Linkin Park was the shit. And then there was, what's that group? Oh man, never mind. I'm gonna get into this whole thing.
I love the adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete.
The story, okay, let's go on to the
And
story.
speaking of that legend, the story of Doom the Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big.
Bro.
It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show.
Look at
your
this
power
guy.
is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's
Bro.
easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes,
Dog.
featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
I can't believe this guy, dude. When is this game coming out, bro? When
We've
is it
got
coming?
10 years of making modern Doom games
When is it
together,
coming out,
and
dude?
we've done better with every game we've made.
The hope with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make. And make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide.
Yes, sir.
When Doom the Dark Ages
Oh, I love
releases,
this setup. I love it. This may. Bro, I'm sold. I'm sold. Even look at that book. Look at that book, bro. Look at the artwork on that book, dog. Look at the armor pieces. Oh my god. Look at that toy. I mean, is that not a toy? Sorry, it's a sculptor. You know what? I'm at that age where these things are actually attractive to me. I have to get these things. I work, so I gotta get it. I gotta get it, bro. Oh man. Dude, when I say I'm hyped up for this, I mean it, bro. Now, granted, yeah, videos have not been my greatest accomplishment nowadays, but the spirit of gaming is still alive in me. Like I can feel it in my bones, combined with me just embracing, you know, I know I'm skinny, but just embracing my manhood, just working out and just doing other things. Like I can't resist this. I cannot resist this whole thing here. Granted, I also downloaded Warhammer and played that once. But it's not really similar to Doom, but you know, it has its own allure to it. But you know, this one definitely I'm gonna play. This one definitely I'm gonna play. I think I might make videos of it. I don't know. Hopefully I do. But if you guys want to watch it, let me know. But damn, man, this game is amazing, bro. I'm starting to think like, you know, and I don't mean to get political, and of course this is gonna get political, even though none of the people here mentioned anything political. I'm gonna address it. I'm gonna address it. Okay, I'm gonna put it out there. Probably Osmond Gold is gonna do the same thing, right? It's gonna say something similar to this. It's like, this game is definitely the kind of game that your developers of games like Dragon Age, games like what's that other game that went down the drain like after like 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks? I don't know. Is that game with diversity and stuff in it involved? Yeah, that game. And people who always preach for diversity in gaming and stuff like that, I don't know why they do all that, but they do that. You know, I imagine that they won't like games like Doom. You know, they're gonna find something wrong with it. And I don't mean to make this a versus thing. Like I really don't care about that. I don't care about getting into the politics of things. Really, I do care. I used to care, but now I realize everyone has their own opinion, and it won't stop the motion of time. It won't stop the right thing from happening. It won't stop, like, if people like the game, they'll buy it. Like it won't stop that. First of all, they're barking at the wrong tree. Like, gaming in general was made for guys, you know, because mostly guys would relate to gaming in a sense of the way, in some sense of the way. They are the main character. They learn from some of these characters who teach them some of the life lessons that are very valuable in life. Most of them center around, life of men, life of action, life of taking leadership, taking role, like being responsible, stuff like that, like little things like that. No wonder why young boys gravitate to gaming to some degree. No wonder why some of us gravitate to, to the stories of the games, to the characters of the games, to the gameplay of it all, because it kind of like shows you how to embrace life to some degree. It teaches you something about yourself, really. It's not like you're gonna go out there and actually be Doom Guy. You can't be Doom Guy. You can't be Kratos, right? But you can incorporate some of the things that you learn from these guys. First of all, you got to be tough. There's gonna be a flood, a wave of negative things that come at you. It doesn't have to be demons from the Middle Ages, but it can be a flood of negative things. How do you treat it? You're just a stoic, strong person, capable person of dealing with all that, and real strength doesn't shout. It doesn't make noise, or at least when you shout out of just pure man instinct, like like something like that. Whoa. Okay, I thought they heard me. But you don't talk a lot. You're not political like that. That's one of the things I learned, by the way. Not to be political. It's like, okay, like a lot of us are just getting into this whole talk and talking about other people, and it's like, man, shut up. That's what I told myself. Shut up. Like, I don't care. You don't really care what another person thinks. You don't really care. Why are you gonna say something, right? And I feel like Doom, the Dark Ages, man, it gravitates to the stereotypical masculine audience out there. It just gravitates to things of that nature. So if you don't like it, you can say whatever you want. I can't stop you from making a video and getting tons of views. But I just want to say this: your opinion towards the goal, towards the goal of the kind of hype this game will get, the kind of the kind of sales they'll make, the kind of reaction they'll have, good reaction, it really doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Like, you can find, you'll look for probably things that probably won't make any sense, and you still won't matter, because at the very heart of games like this, it's not even political. It's just natural. It's like there's an audience base who loves things like this, and there's a reason why they love things like this. Is because of how it speaks to them, like the character, from the character themselves to what they're doing to how they do it, to the gameplay itself, to the level of to the level of challenge it offers to the player. Like, man, it speaks volumes, bro. I don't know how to explain it, but like, just know this: it speaks to the masculine more than anything else. Of course, there's gonna be women who like games like this. There's always women who love games like this. Doesn't mean that it doesn't gravitate to them. It's not just for the masculine. It's also for anyone who's really interested in an action-packed, bloody gore, violent game. It's for those people who are interested in something like that. So even if there's women who play it, which is not a lot. A lot of women don't like games anyway. So and even amongst the women who love playing games, probably some of them don't like games like this, right? Or although I do disagree with that statement, but the point is, not a lot of women play games like this. There's only a few, and to those, they're part of the brotherhood. And they're part of the sisterhood. They're our sisterhood, though. They're part of us. They're here. To anyone who's gonna make this political, I just want to state it right here: they're over here, and you guys are over there, because you're so pressed, you're so adamant about making everything political. Cool. Alright. We're over here. You're over there. It's not gonna make any difference that you guys are saying whatever. You can say whatever you want to say in your echo chambers. We're gonna sit over here enjoy our game. We're gonna make these people millions, billions even, hopefully, right? And we're gonna take you down too. So if you speak ill of people, wrongfully so, if you put words into their mouths, if you come up with some excuse, they came up with an excuse for Black Myth Wukong. They came up with an excuse to hate on the game, even when really they had a problem with the developers in regard of comments they made years ago. And it's like, bro, you can say whatever you want to say about those guys, about the statements they made. You can question them about that, but you can't then take that and then put it into something that has nothing to do with that. The only connection the game has to those statements is the fact that the developers made them years ago. But it had nothing to do with the game that you currently have to review. And you still found a reason to say something negative about the game. You said it doesn't have diversity. What the hell, man? What the hell, man? Like, and I'm all for inclusivity, diversity, all the sort. I'm all for that. I'm a black man at the end of the day. I know how it feels like to not be included, to be excluded. I know how that feels like. You know? Technically, I'm part of a minority group to some degree. Even here in the continent of Africa. Right? We have our own past that involves things of discrimination, racism, all the sort. But here I am, playing a game where there's a white guy. It's a white guy. The Doom guy is a white guy. I have no problem with that. I have no issue with that. But you'll find a reason. Because you're our white knights. You're shining armor. You'll stand up for us, right? The minority. For some reason. And obviously you're not standing up for me. You're probably going to stand up for someone. I don't know who. I don't know who this game will offend. If you even end up doing so, I'm not trying to argue with thin air here, okay? I'm not trying to start a fight, but just saying, there's people who are going to find reasons to hate on this. Just only honest criticism should be, considered. Everything is allowed, but honest criticism should be the only thing taken seriously when it comes to games like this or projects like this. Anything that involves, the old school stuff. Because most of the time, old school has nothing to do with, morally sound opinion, public opinion. It has more to do with what people like and what people don't like. The focus on what people like and the focus on what people don't like, so that we don't make something that people don't like, or that we can learn from our mistakes if we already made something that people don't like. So yeah, only those should be allowed. Anyway, thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, and see you next time.
Yeah. When it's the lyrical paragraphs, your tracks make me laugh. In front of the microphone, you didn't pass math and science, the main ingredient to be the finest of the fittest. You did it and you're frank with it. You failed all the lessons, wanna remain in the top 10. Stop, look, and listen, get props to the light skin. Knowledge is the key to be the best of a black man. Wisdom understands the ways of a Dutchman. Devilish attitude that really make me rude. Friday the 13th, you're all fucking doomed. It's Jason and Michael Myers and Freddy all combined. You say what the savage is, but look who eats swine. The pig, there's only one vein in the body. I'm at the hot vodka and I want me a Swanee. Bring them along, I hear a bell, what the hell? I'm tortured the MCs, they promise not to tell. Oh, swell. Yeah. Yeah.